So you have begun diving into, those reforms, but I would like us to dwell on them now, because, I would ask you about what factors have brought us where we are. The last time we had it this good, or at least this high, was early 2024. So this is like a 2-year high for us as a nation. So talk to us about those reforms that have actually brought us to this level where we are now.
Well, I will start by saying that our output as a country has increased. If you look at oil and gas, for instance, we were almost nowhere at the point around 2023. It was like a doom. Everybody thought we were losing it. Now, oil output has increased significantly, so we are doing more in that sector, making more money from oil, though we are still a little below our projected figures here and there. So oil output has increased. Oil prices has also been a little bit stable in the last 1 year, thereabouts. Then we do less of petroleum products importation now. Dangote refinery is working and it's producing. It has taken a lot of pressure off the foreign exchange markets. In addition to that, when we talk about government economic reforms, what does government want to achieve with these reforms? The most important target of government is to create efficiency within the economy. Efficiency in terms of government is able to remove hindrances to economic growth, hindrances to operations of each operator, economic agents. So government has been able to achieve that one substantially. So foreigners are now looking at, all over the world, globally, people look at where best to put their investments. A lot of money are looking for where to go. People are looking for which market gives you reasonable level of security, reasonable level of returns. Those two things. And that's what government is trying to do. When we talk about security of investment now, we're not talking about the physical security, which is also important. We'll get to that point. We're talking about security of investment, that you put your money in country A and you're able to get your money out when you need it and your money has not lost value. So that's security of investment. Then people are also looking at the security, the stability of your currency. The exchange rate regime, which we had, multiple exchange rates, very volatile. You can't predict what will happen tomorrow. Then you can't even predict what rate you are working with. Then you can't even predict what government policies will be tomorrow. So government has been able to streamline that. We now have a uniform exchange rate that you can work with, your planners can work with, your forecast can be reasonable. Or like before, when we had about 4, 5, 6 foreign exchange rates, we had one for producers, we have one for consumers, we have some banks, we have some for age, we have all kinds of stuff. This CBN has been able to say, no, let's bring everything to the table. Then we have uniform exchange rate. So if you are coming to Nigeria to do business, you can do your forecast and say, exchange rate last year, 1,400, it has been relatively stable. We expect it to maintain that trend in 2026. So it's good for business. And if, for instance, you have brought in your money, I talked about security of investment earlier, you brought in, let's say, $1 billion, you've done business in Nigeria, you are ready to repatriate your investments or take it elsewhere or take it home, your $1 billion will not be $800 million because of fluctuation, because the Naira has lost value. It's likely to be a little above that or whatever your projections are. So that stability is key. People will continue to look at the Nigerian market. And the yield in Nigeria is high. Either the yield in investment market, investment instruments, financial instruments, or even the real sector. If you do manufacturing in Nigeria, Nigeria has the biggest consumer market in the whole of West Africa, in the whole of Sub-Saharan Africa. So the market is there, the people is there, the people are there, the energy, everything is aggregating into a big, big market which anybody is ready to make money anywhere in the world will look at. So it's a big one for the economy. Give it to government at this point. There won't be complacency along the line. They've been able to create a platform that will endear, that will be lucrative, that will entice people to come to Nigeria to do business.